Okay, for our last video here in Chapter 3, we're going to look at animations. We're going to look at skills 3.16 and 3.17. Your code word for this lesson is tree, T-R-E-E. Like I said, we're looking at animations. Animations are a way you can kind of have the components of your slide do different things as they come onto the slide or as they're on the slide when you click a button. We're just going to look at these pictures. We're going to apply a few to this. You basically find animations on the Animations tab and click on the More options here. And there's entrance, emphasis, and exit. So any of these entrances are like how does that come onto the slide. So like you can have a fly in. And we click on that, and then so this picture I've just applied a fly in animation to it. So when I view the slide when I click on the button, that image won't be on there at the start. When I click the button, it'll fly onto the screen. I can come over here and look at an emphasis, so we can look at like a spin. We can have the image spin around. Like you see there, when I click the button, it'll spin. Another one of our options here, you could have a bounce entrance for the other image. We put that one on there, and it comes onto the slide like that. Let's just go ahead and take a look at these. So I have two entrances and one while it's there. This one's already here, and it's going to be the second thing that happens. It's going to spin. So when I click the button, fly in, there comes the first one. I click it again, we see the spin for that image. I click it again, and we have the bounce in for the other image. That's just kind of seeing how animations work. You probably want to use animations, you can use them a little bit with pictures, but you want to use them with your text a little bit so you can kind of have your points come onto the screen. So if I select this Who Am I can go to Animations, and I can have each of these fly in. Who am I? What do I do? Fly in. Why should you care? Fly in. I add those three animations. You can see 1, 2, 3 right here. Now if we go look at this slide, you can see introduction. I say, oh hi, who am I? I'm Andrew Beckham. What do I do? I teach this class. Why should you care? Because you want to get a good grade in this class because you're taking it. See, and you can have your points fly in that way. That's where I'd use animations the most, is on your text to bring your bullet points in and keep it kind of simple with the fly in I really like. But feel free to play around with the other options that you have there for the animations, because they are definitely very useful in your PowerPoint presentations. Let me just click out here. The next thing I want to show you is the animation effects. Let's go back down to the pictures that we had. I had different animations here. I can click on this, I can go to animations, and the effect options right here, based on what it is with the fly in, I can click on that and I have different options I can use. I can tell it where to fly in from. I can say, well, I want to fly in from the bottom right. Select that, and now it's going to come in, you see, from the bottom right. Click on this animation, which was the spin, the effect options, what direction, and also how much to spin. 2 spins, counterclockwise, clockwise. Another thing you can see there's my 2 spins. Over here is the duration. So how long does it take? I could have to come in really slow and take 3 seconds to come in. On the click, I can tell it when to happen. There's a bunch of different options there. Let's go ahead and look at this slide now that I've changed those animation effects. Okay, here is my slide. The first one was the fly in from the bottom right, and it's really slow. The next one was the double spin I added to it, and then the last one was the bounce in that I didn't change. So that's changing the effects of your animation. If you're going to add an animation, make sure you have the effects set up the way that you want them to be, so that your presentation will flow the way that you want it to flow. Again, that's the last video for this chapter. One more chapter to go in the class.